Wait that. Wait at him. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
Wrap up.
Still moving. The 40. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 74 yards. And the Bengals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go, son. Mike 29. Red 80. Keep it up. Hey.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, 74 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, turn it up. Mike 7. Ozzy.
Here's Brady to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kill, kill, kill. Check 24, check 24.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Let's go one more. Mike it. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here's a run with Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
He's checking.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run with Mixon. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now they're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
These two teams all tied after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Back to throw, Darnold. They set up the screen to Chubb. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Watch the yellow lady. Tight dog.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Yeah.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35. 112 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Well, he's going to go for it all. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
This is it.
Devontae Smith, 35 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
You ain't gonna burn me.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Brady. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is brought in at the 21.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Terry McLaurin, 88 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it has...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. play fake. Brady buying time to his left. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 1st down, Brady. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Darnold on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Darnold. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike 29. Watch the screen. Pass.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Throwing again is Darnold.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Wait, that 380. Where's the mark? Watch one. Watch one. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Mike one.
The final shot before half for Brady. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
Mike spot 4. Let him know.
Darnold on 3rd down. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
I'm going to run you,
Here's Chubb on the read option. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Let's do this. Watch one. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check, check. Lucky. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Let me go.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This will be caught. Judy.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jerry Judy.
53 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. He gets away from one, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
215 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Let's bring it. Check 55.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
49, check 49, check 49.
Darnold from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here goes, son. 54. Mike 50. Red 80. Red 80. Let's go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, pushing his way through. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Smith catches left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
That's where you belong.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Check my 33. Check
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the end around here with Judy. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 244 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Right there.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Man left, man left. Man, 80.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Darnold. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here to gain the look. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Brady. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
Check 26, check 26.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Rip. All right, here we go.
Brady going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. To throw is Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Mike 29. Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.